In your experience, this is the whole panel, are there any low-hanging fruits to improve your speed and quality processes that are something that's really easy that made a difference when you first started doing it? No? Okay.
I can take a stab. I can take a hack. Maybe this will give somebody else something to build on. For us, it was essentially one thing that was low hanging fruit in the sense that it didn't require any any major monetary investment. Is just cleaning up work streams. This is actually kind of going to a question in the Q&A as well with Clara around there's oftentimes this connection between the localization team and the developer team that seems to be a little bit tighter than it needs to be. They can be decoupled using technology. That proved to be a pretty low-hanging fruit for us at HubSpot. When we decouple, we let the localization specialists do their thing in one environment and just tied it to our dev environment. It actually sped things up dramatically because then we weren't necessarily having to have these back and forths in systems that the two teams didn't understand. The localization team didn't have to be in the dev environment having conversations, and the dev team didn't have to be in the TMS environment having conversations. We were able to clean a lot of that up. So for us, that was a pretty low-hanging fruit, and hopefully that goes to some degree to answer Clara's question. I saw Abby, you were also chiming in there.
Thank you. Sarah, you put up your hand as well. Did you want to come in on that one?
Yeah, sure. Well, no, I think, right, from my perspective, I can, of course, focus more on tools and technologies, right? So before it was much more complex to adopt, for example, machine translations, right? Right now, it's really something that everyone really uses or is about to experiment with. Machine translation can dramatically speed up the translation process. Of course, what we mentioned so far in the panel, like clear objectives around the quality of the machine translation, when post editing is needed, when not, measuring, benchmarking the quality. Those are all critical factors. But really the technology around translation is really what speeds things up, but also process guidelines. So especially when you start adopting a new technology, the change management can be quite intense. And there's also, I think it's a segue to one of the other questions that were raised in the Q&A. So why are we not able to automate everything? Well, because actually automation also comes at a cost. So the ROI is great, but of course at the beginning you have to build a business case for it. So change management is a really important factor, making sure that you are clear on the business objectives that you're trying to achieve. Also making sure that you get the buy-in from the stakeholders that also play a key role, a crucial role in automation.